A resolution is I want to. A habit is I'm going to. And as simple as that. And the things that you're going to do are the things that are fun and repeatable. And it becomes a habit because you're repeating it over and over again. But the reason you're repeating it over and over again is you like the result, you like the reward, you like the fun.
And welcome back to 5 Ideas. Today, we are talking about how habits trump resolutions. So, Rich, let's jump right in.
Every time. And it's no mystery. It's no secret. Google it. It's a poor percentage of people that keep their New Year's resolutions for more than a month.
I think you said like 19% or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah. It just doesn't work. And there's a reason for it. And that's what we're going to get into today. And it's what how I coach my clients is it's all about habit-based. We're gonna create a habit, and that's how we're gonna build it. That's what builds life transformation is habits. There's some great books on habits that are out there. I recommend if you're wanting to know more about creating habit, there's great books, but there's one that you especially need to get, okay? And unashamedly, we are selling our own book because I think it's one of the best. It's called iTunes. Tell us a little bit about iTunes.
So iTunes is a book about the collision of your attitudes and habits, giving you the ability to choose success, control happiness, defend your dreams, connect with your soul, and elevate your perspective. It's available on Amazon. Rich and I wrote this book. Really, the stories and the principles you'll see in the beginning are from Rich's life, and we've co-authored this book, and we've designed it in a way that it not only has these, the principles that you can apply to your life, but it also has sections at the end of each chapter where you can write down the specific things in your life that you're going through that you want to apply these principles to, and how to get there. So it's super practical, and it's actually customized for each reader, but it has completely everything to do with habits and your attitude and how they work together to give you all of those things.
Yeah, and I like the word we use, the collision of habits and attitudes. They have to go hand in hand. And so one of the things that we do with almost all of my clients is talk about the morning routine. What does that look like? Why do some people get up and get it going and are super productive and others can't seem to get that going? And it's all about a habit. What is the habit that you want to create? So the other thing too is people talk about bad habits. So how do I get rid of a bad habit? You create a good habit. Forget the bad habit. Just create a good habit.
In place of the bad habit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Create a new one.
And so we talked a little bit too about one of the key principles of a habit and what helps you make a habit, both good and bad. The same ingredient is that it's fun and repeatable.
Fun and repeatable. That's the key. That's what I want. So when we talk about a morning routine, matter of fact, I just did this morning with a client. I said, tell me what motivates you to get up. And so a lot of people are just like, well, I know I need to.
That's not fun.
Or I want to, or don't successful people get up at 3 a.m. like Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, but what is your motivation? And so my client said, why do you get up at 4:45, Rich? I said, because I can't wait to get up at 4:45 in the morning. It is the only time of my day that somebody's not needing me, calling me, texting me, emailing me, needing an answer and attention. So I love to get up because it's solitude. I got a whole chapter on that. It's where I can get alone with Rich.
And connect with your soul.
Connect with my soul. And that's why I do it. It's fun and repeatable.
And I've heard it said too, like people that have struggled, just because we're talking about getting up in the morning, sometimes people struggle with that idea of getting up early. But would you struggle with the idea of getting up early if it was Christmas morning and you knew you had a present waiting for you under the tree?
Sure.
How early would you get up to open that present?
So you want to develop a habit?
Yeah.
Create a Christmas reward.
Wow.
So, I mean, I've got clients that they love their morning cappuccino. So they set the automatic.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't need an alarm clock. As soon as that aroma hits, they're like, yeah, okay, that's my reward.
Yeah.
Fun and repeatable.
Fun and repeatable. If you don't want to get up, you won't.
Yeah.
And why would you?
Yeah.
And what's the point?
And it's not just getting up and morning routine. It's any habit.
Right, exactly.
What is fun? What is repeatable? Now, some things are fun to some people and not to others, right?
Right.
So you have to determine what's fun and repeatable to you. Okay, so some people, what's fun and repeatable is getting up in the morning and running 10 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't think so for me, but
okay, or reading or whatever. But if you can do that, then you can begin to create a habit around that.
right.
I'm a big believer in the reward system. You know, as I coach you, I'm always asking, what are we celebrating?
Yep.
We do that first. What are we celebrating? Because I want to know out there what's making you happy, what brings joy and fun to your life. Because if I can find out what that is, we can build on that and we can create the good, healthy habits that you need in your life. And that automatically eliminates some of the bad habits.
And throughout the day too, like I have a lot of commitments, you know, to my work, to my businesses, to my clients, to my wife, to my family. And I love those commitments.
Mm-hmm.
The times when they start to become, and they feel like burnout is when, I don't know why I'm going so heavy into morning routine. I just feel like people need to hear this, but the times when it turns into burnout is when you don't have any time with yourself. And I love the morning because no one is expecting anything of me.
Yeah.
Because they're not even awake.
Yeah.
And they don't care if my wife doesn't care if I get up at 5 a.m.
Right.
She doesn't care whatever I do at 5 a.m. If I want to read, if I want to write, if I want to play my guitar, as long as it's not right next to the room, you know, if I want to go for a walk, if I want to go get coffee, nobody cares what I'm doing.
They really don't. I mean, it's the safest time in the morning. Most people don't give a rip what you're doing at 5 a.m., right?
They care later.
They care later.
When it impedes on the commitment that you made, and you should honor your commitments. Yeah. And I'm not saying commitments are a problem. I think commitments are great because you're trying to advance your life in certain areas. But the morning's beautiful, and I think that's a great habit.
Yeah. And here's another. Here's another habit that goes later in the day. I have learned that after my morning solitude, I do pretty good throughout the day. Okay, but now it's time to go home, and all I've had the whole day is people, problems, situations, fix this, fix that. Rich, we need this. Rich, we need that. Yeah. So if I go home and walk through the door, I'm taking all of that with me. So I've created a habit of on my drive home, I offload all of this stuff so that when I walk into the house, okay, I've put that behind me. Now I'm ready to have relational time with my wife versus me bringing all that garbage immediately home. And we've worked with other clients about how to wind down before you go home. And works pretty good, doesn't it, David? Yeah, David is our cameraman, and he's mastered that habit, and it's helped him tremendously.
Yeah, and habits, again, the key, if you take anything away from this episode, it's just fun. Just make it fun and repeatable.
Fun and repeatable.
You know, and you don't even have to focus too much on the word repeatable. Because if it's fun, you want to do it again. You know, I mean, and it does need to be fun and repeatable because Christmas isn't repeatable. It happens one day a week. So there's importance to that. But like, and also maybe I misspoke because you don't want to just like eat a Big Mac for every single meal because that's fun, but don't repeat that all the time. But yeah, fun and repeatable and sustainable and healthy.
Yes.
And because we're talking in the category of good habits.
Right.
We're not talking in the category of bad habits because both of them have that fun and repeatable. The thing that a good habit has is it has the 5 ideas built into it.
Absolutely.
A good habit has healthy relationships. The good habits have health and fitness. Good habits are focused on peak performance. good habits are focused on wealth, and good habits are focused on faith and spirituality. So if you want to know what good habits are, those are all good habits.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
habits are things that take you away from
Right.
those things, things that take you away from your relationships, things that take you out of health and fitness, things that take you out of peak performance, things that take you away from wealth, things that take you away from faith and
Sure.
spirituality. Bad habits versus good habits. So if
Yeah.
you want to know the formula, I think that's the formula.
Yeah. A resolution is I want to. A habit is I'm going to. And it's simple as that. And the things that you're going to do are the things that are fun and repeatable. And you've created a system, you've created a step-by-step of what you do, and you just repeat that over and over and over again. It becomes repeatable. And it becomes a habit because you're repeating it over and over again. But the reason you're repeating it over and over again is you like the result, you like the reward, you like the fun. Yeah.
For some good habits that are customized to you and the things you want in your life in the 5 categories, that is 5 ideas, pick up a copy of iTunes on Amazon. We'll link the link in the description below. And if you want to take if you're like, I've heard a lot of these episodes and I'm ready to have some accountability to help me with my habits. I'm ready to go to the next level and start thinking above where my thinking has been for so long. I encourage you to set up a call with Rich.
CoachRichClay.com.
Yep.
Go there.
We'll link it in the description as well.
And you can schedule an hour, anywhere from a half hour to an hour. Just simple consultation. Is coaching right for me? What do I want to accomplish? What would that look like? And I would love, I would love. My passion is to help people reach their goals and dreams.
Absolutely. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us at the table for this episode. It would mean the world to us if you would comment and let us know what your favorite part was, what you want to hear more of, where you're listening from. And if you could like the episode and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future episodes. We have some great episodes that talk all about these 5 ideas. So if you want more content, just watch the next video that's listed right here. And we will see you on the next episode of 5 Ideas.